Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Travel Flow Radio podcast. I'm your host, Syndigo, and today we have a very inspiring story of a woman's journey coming from Malaysia to the United States when she was 18 years old, 40 years ago in 1994. And it's really inspiring story. I hope you guys enjoy. The audio for it is not my favorite. It is just not the best quality. I've been experimenting with new microphones and things like that. So please be patient, although the quality of the conversation is amazing. So I hope you enjoy. Before we get into that, I do just want to say, of course, a big thank you for everyone listening to the podcast right now in this time period, because I'm very, very grateful for your ears. I'm very grateful for your attention. You are the reason that I am doing this podcast, and I appreciate every single one of my listeners. I have 306 all-time listeners, and my episodes get, depending on the episode, for anywhere from like 20 to 30 listens, or no, sorry, 10 to 30 listens. But I am grateful for even the one person who tunes in to the video and the podcast. So thank you so much for being here. Please, please, please share this podcast with somebody that you think would enjoy it. That would be the best way to help grow my audience. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Travel Flow Radio. I'm your host, Syndigo. And today we have an exciting episode because Jenny is joining us today on today's show. She's going to talk about her experience moving to the U.S. from Malaysia when she was 18, and then also just about her amazing life of adventure and everything. So I'm excited to hear from her. I met her through this yoga studio in Gastonia called Jenny's Yoga. And if you're interested in it, if you're in the Shelby, Gastonia, or Charlotte area, it's an awesome place to meet some cool people, do some good yoga. She really puts you to work if you want her to. And then she's also very inspirational. So thank you so much, Jenny. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So we'll go ahead and just let you describe a little bit about coming to the U.S. when you were 18 and how that experience was for you. Did you come alone, and how was all that?
I come with my friend, and her aunt have a restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we come November, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah. So I never see snow in my life.
Yeah, coming from Malaysia where it's 90s, 100 degrees.
And my family is like, why you want to go to the U.S.? They don't speak Chinese. The food is different. You don't speak English. How are you going to survive? I had no fear. I just want to go.
Just wanted to go. Just
and
trusting the process, especially the universe.
Yes, because only thing I see in the TV is about the RV, have a house, can move around, and have snow and all the things. It excited me. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to be able to help my family back home.
Yeah.
For 1 year, go home. So we don't have to live in the village, sleep in dirt floor, and be able to have electric and running water is a big deal for me and my family.
For sure.
Yeah.
And your family at home, was it your mom?
My mom, my dad, my two brothers, my two sisters.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty big family.
Big family.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah. So you came for a year.
I came, worked for a year, and then my boss lady brother opened a restaurant in Shelby.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So I make $150 per month in Tennessee. He paid $50 more, $200
to go to Shelby.
To go to Shelby. So I ride the bus to come to Shelby to work.
So you would ride the bus from Knoxville every day?
Knoxville, yes.
Oh, wow.
And I remember riding the bus, and the bus stopped halfway to Waffle House. I wonder why everybody stopped. They don't speak English. I just follow them. And they start the Waffle House, and I just wait for people to eat and get back to the bus and come to Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how
crazy.
I end up in this area.
Wow, that's so crazy. I didn't know you were in Shelby. That's where I'm from, for all the listeners here. That's so crazy. And so coming to Shelby, where was it in Shelby? I have to know.
The Shelby chain restaurant.
Oh, chain?
Yes.
I for food. That's so crazy. So do they still own that?
Oh no, they stole it.
Okay.
They stole it, I think 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because
I love that
easy.
place. Yeah.
Came for, I think for first time see the snow, November in Tennessee. I'm so excited. The snow is like up to my knee.
Oh my
God. I pray with it. I was so excited.
Yeah.
And then we had the third day, the snow is not pretty anymore. It's had to walk all the way to a restaurant, slide around, freezing cold.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow's good for like, if it sticks around more than 2 or 3 days, it's kind of like a hassle.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how people do it up north. Like, I have no idea, but.
Then I think I don't know what it's Thanksgiving. My boss man said, we're going to close next Thursday. I was so excited, got 2 days off, Monday and Thursday. Then I realized Thanksgiving, everything's just shut down.
You can't do anything. Oh, man.
Call it no food. Yeah. That's my first Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's terrible.
And then I'm like, within the apartment, everybody have the car already gone. So I have one older man, he always sell potato, tomato down in the floor.
Yeah.
And I walked to his room and locked the door. I asked him, I don't speak English, so I know he got potato and some fruit. I got 2 quarters. And then he's like, I rub my stomach like hungry. He gave me 2 potatoes. So I take the potato back to my apartment. And I only see the black and white TV, the steakhouse, the potato put in the oven. I'm like, okay, this is easy to make. So I put the potato in the oven. I never had electric oven in my life.
Yeah.
So I use a chopstick, take the potato out, and the potato is still so hard. I put it in there. Take me 3 hours.
Yeah.
Potato to eat.
Yeah.
That's my first Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. You poor thing.
Yeah. I mean, learn from the experience.
Yeah. So when did you start like really learning English, or like how is that process for you?
We don't even know. I pray to God, like I want to be able to speak English, be able to communicate, and I just know how to say thank you.
Yeah.
And then with me working as a waitress, I had to learn how to take order.
Mm-hmm.
So I always watch the black and white TV and learn the broccoli, all the food. I had to learn my Chinese writing to transfer to English to learn how to say it, to be able to keep a job. I remember lunchtime, I had 2 tables in Knoxville, and these 3 guys wear tie, come to eat lunch. One of the guys said he wants Dr. Pepper. So I went to the boss lady. I think that's my first week to work in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I tell the boss lady, I said, I think the customer is sick. And then she said, yeah. She walked to the table, and then she come back, hold my hand. She said the customer is not sick. The customer wants Dr. Pepper. I never had Dr. Pepper in my life. I only know Coke and Sprite. You know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's great.
So that's my learning experience.
That's really good. And so is your native language Chinese then?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, is that what they speak in Malaysia?
Malay have Malay language.
Okay.
So my mom is Hakka. My father is Cantonese. So when we go to school, everybody has to speak Mandarin.
Oh, so really?
Mandarin.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. That's awesome. So is Malay very similar to Cantonese or Mandarin?
Oh no, Malay is totally different.
Totally different. But it's kind of more like a language that they don't really use that much in Malaysia, or
if you go to government place, airport, post office, you have to speak Malay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to. I think Malay, you only can speak to Malay, Indonesia, and Malay.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
And then I want to get my cosmetology license.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I went to take school in Shelby. Cosmetology license, the Gap Street.
Yeah.
The Gap right there.
I know exactly.
So that's how I work in the salon and work in the restaurant.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Long time. And earlier you were talking about missing your family. Like within 2 weeks of being in the US, you really missed your family.
Oh yes. I can smell my mom cooking at night when I sleep. Dripping. It's pure, you know.
Because had you left home before?
No. First time.
Wow.
But when I want to come to US, my heart is excited.
Yeah. What inspired you?
What inspired?
Or like, was there anybody really influential?
No, because in the village Chinese New Year, my neighbor have a generator, and we will pay him like a penny to watch the TV.
Yeah.
So we go to sit in the concrete floor, watch the TV. I remember see the show was showing United States.
Like New York City.
New York City have RV. People like the car have a kitchen, can drive around. I'm like, wow, that's so inspiring.
Yeah.
And then see people dancing and so free and happy. I say, oh, people there is not poor and they're always happy.
Yeah.
It inspire me, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. And then your friend that you came over here with, are you still in contact with her? Does she here?
She worked with her aunt. 1 year she went back home.
She went back home. Yeah, okay, so she stuck to the plan, but then you ended up staying for 40 years. Your time coming to the US from Malaysia, those first like couple years of like figuring it all out, if you could put that time into one word, if you could describe that time with one word, how would you describe it?
Don't give up, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think when about 3 months, when in Tennessee, Knoxville, I just miss my family too much. I think it's like Friday, like 7:30. I tell my boss man, we were so busy in the restaurant. I said, can you please help me to call my airline ticket to go back home? I want to go back home.
Oh, wow.
And because I don't speak English and I don't know how to talk to the agent to get my airline.
And there's no Google Translate at this point.
Nothing. And my boss let me say, we're so busy right now. We're not going to talk about this. Let's wait until 11 o'clock makes the restaurant closed. So after 11 o'clock, him and his wife, they drive the Mercedes, they take me to the house and sit in the sofa and take a big screen TV. And then he looked at me and said, do you want this? I was crying. I said, yes. And then I said, can you please help me to call the airline? I want to go home, I said. And then his wife said, do you know how many people from China, from everywhere want to come to US? And I really don't care. I just want to go home. He said, people try so hard to want to get visa to come to this country to work, to make money. And you're a lady here. Why can't you do harder? Why can't you try harder? I just crying. I was 18. I said, I really do my best. I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I miss my brother. I miss my friend. I miss my sister. I just want to go home. He said, and then the boss man said, so why you come here for? I said, because we're so poor back home. I come here. I want to make money to make a difference for my family. So why even when you go home, I get your ticket to go home. Are you going to take anything for your family? I said, no. He says, so why you want to go then? I said, I cannot handle it anymore. I just don't want this anymore. I just want to go home. And the boss lady said, how about this? You work until 2 months before your visa expire. You're going to call the air ticket. You can go back home. At least you make some money for your family.
Yeah.
So I got no choice. I don't speak English. I don't know how to talk to the agent. I really want to go home, but I had no choice. I said, okay. So after that, I become more easier. And I met this couple from the restaurant. They take me to the church. And we don't speak English. She don't speak Chinese. And they take me. I feel so peaceful and I feel so loved. And they open the Bible. I not even understand what is the Bible, what is the music, but I just feel very peaceful and very loved. After the church, they take me to Kingston Pie Western Style Buffet. I never eat buffet in my life. So I'm like, if I pick more food, they're going to pay more money. So I just take few vegetables and sit on the table. And then the lady come back, they both wear glasses, they probably like 70 years old. She pat me on the shoulder. I don't know what she said. She pick up the plate and go back to the buffet bar and pick up all the food and put back in the table for me. And we do body language, tell me to eat. And they made a big impact in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story. How did you cope with missing your family so much while you were gone? Was it just like
I think
your community?
It's because after talking to my lady boss man, and met this couple, I feel like maybe I can make it in this country. And people in the restaurant began to ask me to serve them. Maybe my English is better. They give me hug, they give me eye contact.
Yeah.
I feel value, I feel matter. And slowly, I don't even know when I start speak English. You know?
It just started happening.
Yes.
That's really cool. Like, the power of like human connection and
yes.
like even like going into a church and like, a church that you're not familiar with a religion you're probably not like familiar with, and then still just feeling like love and
Yes.
connection, like
And no language, just the body language, just the contact.
yeah.
The energy.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
And then since then, I know you went home recently.
Yeah.
Have you made a lot of trips back home?
Oh, I think at one point, 10 years, I'm not be able to go home after lost of marriage, lost of business.
Yeah.
So I cannot go home for 10 years.
Oh wow.
So this time I've been going back, try to go every 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do they ever come here?
My brother, sister, two of them come, and they don't get used to the life here. They miss it already. So
they're like, I want to go back home.
Yeah. My brother said they work for me in the restaurant at the time.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not like in the TV. 10:30 you go to restaurant work, you see the sun, and then 10:30 at night you see the moon, and then you go home. And no neighbor. The neighbor is like the whole street is dark. Everybody sleep, and because she said back home in the village, end of the day after work we sit outside talking to each other, eating dinner outside under the moon. Over here it's like, is everybody dead? Is nobody in the streets?
Wow. It's different. Yeah.
Everybody working so hard. He said, but did you know your neighbor? I said, not really. What's the last name? I said, I don't know. We just wait. He said,
Yeah.
He's like, they not get used to the culture, I guess. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of more like to ourselves here.
Right.
I feel like than in Asia, you know.
Well, you can walk into my house anytime. I can walk to your house. I got potato, you got broccoli, let's exchange. We don't have to call, hey, I'm coming to your house. You can just show up.
Yeah.
And they're not get used to that, I think.
Yeah, it's different over here.
Yeah.
Definitely. Whenever you came over from Malaysia, I'm sure there was a lot that you had to learn and unlearn, not only like language wise, but also just like social, like kind of mannerisms.
Smiling a lot, knock my head a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm smiling. You're not even understand. I just smile, knock my head.
Yeah. Are people as smiley and like friendly like that in Malaysia?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Very, you can ask, and they're very open arms to want to help.
That's good. Is that how you found people to be here as well?
Yes.
That's good.
I would say 80% good people around me. 20% take away everything from me.
Yeah.
But without that, I wouldn't be here today. The yoga wouldn't be in my life.
Yeah, you couldn't have like 100% good all the time.
Yeah.
Or you couldn't appreciate it, for what it is.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I believe time will change you.
Yeah, they definitely will. Yeah.
To make you wake up, because we're so attached to control to what we have to play safe, and cannot let go. But sometimes you don't rock bottom. You have to let go.
Yeah.
You begin to have a life, a new beginning,
and see what's actually important.
Yeah, what's important.
Yeah. So you said you wouldn't have done anything differently.
No, I would hope if I had to do it all, I would hope to do it earlier.
Yeah.
Then I wake up earlier, have more life.
Yeah.
By 42, I'm still waking up each day.
Yeah, well, it's amazing that you've done like so much, like, and haven't let anything hold you back.
No, life is challenge. It's like roller coaster.
Yeah.
One way after another. But I think the key is you just have to see the good in the situation. Don't overthinking about why you. Just think about this happened to me because something bigger, better, gonna rise me above and keep walking to the front. Sometimes you have to crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
have to crawl. You have to crawl. Run to the place you want to go. You have to crawl.
Yeah.
You have to pause. Yeah.
And then throughout everything that you've done with like coming to the US and leaving Malaysia, going all over the world and all this cool stuff, have you gotten any really good pieces of advice given to you by anybody?
I think in India, in Lickadich and Goa, and one time I walked in the Goa in the market, and then I walked by the guy where the street market. They asked me, "Hey, where you from?" I said, "From US." And then he said, "Oh, US, exercise." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, you do. I said, you do yoga. Yoga, you exercise. I said, how about you? He said, I do yoga. We do meditation. And then one of the older ladies said, she said, because had, we don't have much. We meditate. We happy with what we have. United States, you're so rich. Exercise, look good, look good.
Mhm.
And I think that's a good advice
Yeah.
for me, you know.
Yeah.
We're so focused on the physical body, how it look, what we have, our name, our look, our title, our everything outside. But we forgot what we have inside.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the older lady, Indian lady tell me is they don't have much, but we focus on inside. And we still want to serve you a cup of tea,
Yeah.
you know, and that's the difference.
Yeah, and meditation will like allow you to see what's on the inside.
Yes.
And actually like get to know yourself.
Yes.
And everything
have
like
a
that.
relationship with yourself.
Yeah, and so is like traveling alone and doing all these things because I know the word alone stems from all one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like when you're alone, you're all one because you're just with yourself. So it's like you get to know yourself as just like who you are when you spend some time alone.
You feel happy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel lonely. You don't feel craving.
Yeah.
You're content and happy.
Yeah. So I'm also really curious. I mean, we're in Jenny's studio right now, and if you've ever been here or if you ever come, she has pictures all over of her doing some amazing things. Like I can see right now ice climbing, whitewater kayaking, snowboarding, skydiving, all this crazy stuff, rock climbing. So I'm really curious, like, you've obviously done a lot of traveling.
I feel like I got urgency to live life. I like to see. I think the world is so beautiful, so many things to experience.
Yeah.
And growing up, I always worry about my mom and dad and my brother and my sister, about food, about living. So when I come to US, I really want to have life.
Yeah.
A different thing. I think that's the reason I want to try all. Skydiving, I love it all.
Yeah. And when did you start? So I see you've been to Peru. I know you've been to India. And when did you start like kind of going all of these other places? Because I'm sure you were in the US for a while.
Yeah. After, I think it's 2010.
Okay.
After I lost the marriage and lost the business, then I start realize life is not just chasing money.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a life, not making a living.
Mm-hmm.
But my old self always focused on making a living, forgot making a life.
Yeah.
So kind of have a wake-up call.
That's amazing.
That's like when I'm 42. I'm 58 now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So all these things, I start doing it is when I feel 42.
Wow.
Before that, I just really concentrate on working.
Focus on working. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's incredible because it seems like you've done like so much just, since that you were 42. And so you were saying also that you like to just try new things. So all of these sports that you've done, it's just like you're in the moment and you're just like, I'm just going to try it out.
Yes.
Which one was like your favorite memory out of all of these that we like see on the wall? Out of the kayaking, the ice climbing, surfing?
I think
any really
the snowboard. When I was in a beach mountain snowboard, I think I probably 400 times.
Wow.
I cannot get up. And if I get up, I always go to like wrong direction. Cannot go to where I like to go. I remember people on the lift, they ride by me and they were like screaming, say, "You can do it!
Oh my God.
You can do it! I believe in you!"
Yeah.
Give me about 100 times to get back up.
Yeah.
And I be able and fall in love with it. I'm glad I'm not give up.
Yeah.
Trying,
Yeah, I can see that in your yoga classes too. You're always like, it doesn't matter if you fall, it matters like if you get up.
You're right.
And things like that. Where was that again, the snowboarding?
Beach Mountain.
Beach Mountain?
Beach.
Oh, Beach Mountain.
China. Beach Mountain. Yeah, that's why I love.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So where else have you traveled? I know you did India, Nepal, South America.
Thailand. Bhutan. The most happy country in the world.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Does that ring true?
Oh, yes. And it's really inspiring.
Yeah.
And people that I don't see any homeless. I see a lot of contentment and happy.
Wow. Yeah.
And the king is very kind. And anybody can, if they don't have no food and no food to eat to support the family, you can go to the palace.
Yeah.
And the king will sign the paper, give you the land to have your own garden. You do your own garden to provide for your family.
Wow,
And the king will come to the market, singing, met the people, talking to them,
Oh,
and
that's so
I
cute.
feel he's just very kind,
Yeah, like very like connected
connected with his people, and his people will really respect him and just love him.
Man, I really gotta go there. If it's this
Bhutan,
like nice to see.
oh, very, very
Yeah.
nice, and no traffic light.
Oh, really? How do they make that work?
Well, they're very compassionate. They let each other go.
Oh, I
Oh,
feel like
you
nobody, I feel like nobody would get anywhere, you know?
There's no phone, no traffic light,
Oh my
and people
gosh.
driving like very, very, very understanding and respect.
Yeah.
You know,
Hopefully no like American drivers go there because they might just ruin the peacefulness that they got going.
still wearing the old Chinese outfit. You know,
Yeah.
carry the old tradition.
Is that like is that country located near like Nepal and like China?
Yes,
Okay.
Tibet, Nepal.
Okay.
It's in the between.
Okay, that's
Like,
what I was thinking. Yeah. That's really cool. Did you notice any big differences from like Nepal to Bhutan?
Oh yes, I feel like Nepal a lot of corruption, a lot of poor, a lot of the homeless,
Yeah.
and people very poor. I don't know where the money go or donation for the earthquake. But you will fly to Bhutan next to them. They're not poor. They have food to eat, and they're happy.
Yeah, I'm like, how did they get it right? Maybe because they're so small. I mean,
I think it's because the king did not corrupt.
Oh, he actually.
Yeah, he should care. The
Yes,
money he
yeah.
had, he gave it to his people.
Yeah.
And I understand the people that tell me when COVID and no job, he used his own money to
Wow.
pay for the tourists. The tour guy got this job, he told to support the family.
Mm-hmm.
And he was hiking to all the way to the mountain to give the people medication.
Yeah, that's a good leader.
He is a
there.
good leader.
Yeah.
I think from Nepal is the higher above when Japan and China and US donate money for earthquake, a lot of corruption put in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's the reason the people so poor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the king is sharing. Yeah.
That's a good leader.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with any of the listeners?
Well, enjoy every moment. It doesn't matter where you're at, even you're in the place you don't like to be. Always remember we have to get to the place we're not supposed to be to get to the place we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. We cannot just get to the place we want. We have to go to the journey.
Mm-hmm.
We got transformation, breakthrough, taking ourselves to the place we really want to live. You have to go through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot buy that place. We have to go through it. We have to remind ourselves, trust the progress.
Yeah.
We are where we supposed to be and keep moving forward.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think sometimes like if I want to be and live a life that is not currently what I'm living, I have to be a person that I'm currently not being to like get to that, you know?
It's right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that we did a good episode today. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, you?
Awesome. I'm feeling good. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So, DJ.